be pretty. If you don't recognize how pretty you are, you will always be ugly. The difference between me and those I know grows forever. Every day ask, who are you? Will I know you ever? My friends on my fridge are cooler than the ones I have in real life. My friends on my shelves are cooler than the ones I have in real life. I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't this. I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't, no, it wasn't this. We are stuck while the fruit bowl disease spreads, and I don't trust my moldy head. There's a secret to life and everybody learns it someday. When your grandfather winks, he's foolishly telling you something. I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't this. I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't, no, it wasn't this. If you ever miss home, you can always Google map it, 'cause the librarian trusts you, even if it's only habit. You were hidden in my index under Tyrannosaurus Rex, and I will always love you, even if you watch Sex in the City. Even if you watch Sex in the City. Life is fun, 'cause it's a joke. Hurts no one when you croak. All alone your whole life, all alone after you die. So when the cards bounce everywhere, isn't it fun beating solitaire? Isn't it fun beating solitaire? Isn't it fun? I've been making jokes about my dead friends. 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 I cut my hair off and I shaved my face. Now I'm uncomfortably white. I've been feeling as dead and alive and as blue as the Los Angeles sky. I got a farmer's tan in a land where nothing is fertile but everything fucks. And when they can't conceive, the girls go blonde and boys get tough. I got a job and I took Claire's advice that we should all be working with dogs. But when they howl, I can feel how ferociously they long. Baby talk, and belly rubs help but also hide. And if I had the guts to set them free, I just know that they'd survive. A growling dog feels more than anger, more than fear. I promise you won't find the world is cage after cage. The world's a sphere. Well, I wish I could leave my house with my pockets empty. No keys, no cash, no phone, no knife, and got everything I need. But still I get my bones from a grocery store, and I will fight for territory. And I know this world is darker than I will bath, 'cause running water makes me laugh. I want the ocean and I want waves. The tub gathers my filth, the ocean climbs up the hills, but only the swans and rubber ducks will be saved. I want my music to show my soul without influence, and I want people who are growing old at least to show it, and I want women to be brave and bold and men sensitive, and I want blue instead of gold to be worth something, and I want to hear my neighbors scream with pleasure instead of anger, and I want to see love in the eyes of every stranger, and I want the babies born in LA to understand the desert, and I want love. 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 I want. And the dogs I love give me that look, like they know too, and they do. And your experiences shape and show in you.
Buggy bumper, rubber baby buggy bumper.
Eliminate, illuminated an aluminum linoleum.
Eliminate, illuminated, laminated linoleum.
Eliminate illuminated aluminum linoleum. That's a tough
Wait,
one.
what was the second one?
Eliminate illuminated aluminum linoleum.
Eliminate, illuminated aluminum linoleum.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a good one.
La 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 la.
Yeah, eliminate illuminated see?
Eliminate, illuminated linoleum.
No, you dropped one. Eliminate illuminated aluminum linoleum.
I think the word illuminate.
Illuminate
Is going to be the one.
Eliminate illuminated.
Can I say the word illuminate 3 times in a row? That's illuminate.
Yeah, just do it as quick as you can. Illuminate. It turns into a lemonade.
Illuminate. Illuminate. Eliminate. Illuminate.
We've been talking on the internet for 8 years.
No, I've been rambling on the internet for 8 years. Let's be very clear. I have been incoherent on the internet for 8 years.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm like a chat room. Except less racist.
You're like an AOL chat room.
I am a chat room with racism cards.
I would say you're like an AOL chat room. Wait a second. You're not full of pedophiles.
There's so many. No.
Welcome to Clinically Inane.
Yeah.
We're a nerdy podcast out of Seattle. I'm Curtis. That's Boyd.
I'm like a Tumblr chat room.
The Tumblr chat room? Which one? The Yahoo owned one? Or
No, back when they still allowed porn.
back when they still
There's
allowed
a lot of porn rattling around there.
Oh, God. Ugh, bleh.
But I'm saying, like, what chat rooms won't have the racism? Tumblr.
No, Tumblr still got some racism.
Yeah. But
And
compared
Tumblr's
to,
not a chat room either. It's a blogging site.
I know, but I'm trying to think, like, major networks on the internet without large crowds of racism.
Yeah, there's not one, dude.
Like, Tumblr is the least known for it.
like even Critical Role chat has like some pretty racist folks in it.
They're anti-orc.
No.
I know. I figured.
Man, when Mika Burton came on, you'd have thought that like the world collapsed. There's a black person on the show.
Black people play D&D?
Yeah, weird. Considering that was like Heroes of the Veil has mostly people of color in it, I think, or at least has a couple.
I mean, it's really weird to get racist about who's playing a game in which they play a variety of fantasal races.
Yeah. There's a whole thing around. I understand why. Like Marisha's character Bo is technically darker skinned.
Yeah.
So it's not clear what like type of human descent she would come from. In the game, she's from the Empire, but like, is she more like Middle Asia is kind of like where they like a lot of people. Some people have taken some African inspiration in their art. Some people have taken some Caribbean inspiration in their art.
Yeah,
it's kind of all over the place. But Bo, people regularly get on the artists online, like get on their case if they, if they make Bo light skinned, like super light skinned. And I understand it's like, hey, listen, like Marisha's a pasty white girl. She's a redhead for God's sake.
Yeah.
But her character is not.
Yep.
And so. Like,
and D&D is those places where your character and your skin tone and yours are not always the same.
Yeah, exactly.
I guarantee one of our players and his green half dragon or dragonkin.
What are you talking about?
Our
Dragonborn?
Dragonborn.
He's not green. He's silver.
Oh, he's silver.
Yeah, he's a silver dragon.
Okay, never mind. Our player might actually be silver. He wears enough glitter.
Just because he wears shiny things doesn't make him silver.
Not in your mind. Mine, however.
Well, and also, he's not a dragon. Tom is not a bird.
True.
I'm just saying. Like,
Ashley's not actually celestial.
That's. I would say
we're not going to get into that one.
I could say you could debate that.
There's no good answer to that question.
But in the game that I play in, where I'm a player character, I'm not a woman, so.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, I'm not a woman in real life, but I play a woman in the game.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of D&D is you can be what you want.
Yeah, it was funny. I don't know if we've had a discussion about this, but I know I've had a discussion about this in real life, but I don't think we've talked about it on the podcast.
The inherent racism in a lot of early a lot of early fantasy.
No, there's tons of that. Drow, the Dark Elves, they're all bad.
Also, even amongst humans, darker skinned humans tend to be siding with the enemy or mercenaries.
Yeah, especially if you go look at like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And they, strangely enough, have a lot of Asian influences in their styling. Weird. I don't understand.
Even in some newer, massive tomes that had 8 seasons of television.
Yeah.
The more dark-skinned people tend to be the savages living across the ocean. Yeah.
Yep. But anyway, no, that's not what I was going to get into.
Okay.
I was going to get into like the fact that I play a woman in D&D. So there was a girl that I'd gone out with for a hot minute. Like, went on 4 or 5 dates with her kind of thing. And she like she watched Critical Role. She played liked to play D&D. She was
this is going where I think it's going.
She was absolutely convinced and would not hear otherwise that I am a cisgender identifying straight male. Like, even though I am, that's what I am. Like, it was wild because it was a weird thing. Like, it was a weird thing for me to go through. I understand people who are non-binary, trans, whatever gender identity that they have or sexuality that they have, that they go through that a lot. Like, whether it's your preferred pronouns, your the type of people that you're into, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
I understand you go through that a lot. It's a norm for you.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yeah. It's odd but like that's because the quote unquote social norm is to be cisgendered and straight.
Yeah.
That's the that's like I said, the norm,
yes.
quote unquote. Which is why it was so odd when I was like I didn't. It was weird that I felt like I had to come out as straight. If that makes sense.
Was it because you're a character? Or?
Yeah. So here's the thing.
Yeah.
As we were talking about video games and D&D and stuff like that. And I brought up that my character that I played in Mass Effect, my Commander Shepard, was a woman. Because, honestly, I played Commander Shepard as a woman because I thought... Because, like, that the way that the game was originally designed, Commander Shepard was a woman.
Yeah.
But weird. There we go. Yeah, it went out on yours too.
Yeah.
Yeah. The way that Commander Shepard was originally designed was a woman.
Yep.
So I played a woman.
Yeah.
Like even down to like character design, red hair, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Basically, very similar to your D&D character you're playing now.
So we'll get there.
Okay.
So that was my reasoning behind it. Then Dragon Age Inquisition came out, and you got to create this new character, the Inquisitor.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, well, wouldn't it be fun? Like they're made by the same company. Wouldn't it be fun if I made my Mass Effect? I mean, my
Dragon Age
character the same character as my Mass Effect one, but like alternate universe kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, like mirror universe or whatever. Here's a sci-fi world. Here's the fantasy world. Like, we'll just do that, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, carried over. Same first name, everything kind of thing. Same character design. Like, even same haircut. Like, everything. I carried it all over.
Yeah.
And so, when I started a new D&D game, like, I didn't have any good characters in my head.
Yep.
Like, I'd rolled like 5 different characters and I didn't like any of them.
I understand.
And like, I didn't like any of them at all. And it's just like, it wasn't working. It was like, fuck it. You know what? I'm just going to bring over my character from those 2 games and just port her to another universe. And so, and which by the way, her name is Lisbeth or Lisbeth. Who I named after Lisbeth Salander from Lisbeth Salander from the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Yeah.
Who is one of my favorite characters of all time.
Yeah.
Like, she's amazing. It's too bad the newer books that are not written by Stieg Larsson because he died, they're not very good.
Shocking.
I know, right? But I love the original Millennium Trilogy. I love Lisbeth Salander. But Lisbeth Salander for us Americans.
Elizabeth Salamander?
Yes.
Okay.
So Lisbeth is my character, and so she's carried over through all of them. So when I told this to this girl that I was seeing, she was like, "Are you sure you're straight and like cis?" And I was like, "Yeah, yes, I am." Like that's a like. It was this weird thing of like, I think that's a ridiculous question to actually.
That's actually I've heard this one before. It's actually one of the things like there are guys who think things like playing women in video games will turn you gay.
Yeah. Except it was a bisexual girl who was like convinced
that there's something inherently deep buried.
Yeah, that I was burying a sexuality when I'm not.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: is that I'm the type of person where if I was gay, bisexual, any sort of had any sort of different gender identity, I would say it.
Yeah, you're also you're in a sphere where no one's really gonna shame you for it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm like, my friend group is one
and
that
family.
would be openly, and family
would
be open and accepting to it. I'm a straight dude.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is. I'm a straight white guy. Sorry. Which, first of all, I'm a straight white guy. Sorry. Your turn.
I'm a straight white guy. I realize what all that means. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Titus has a great bit about it. I am Whitey, and I apologize.
I still think back to Black Sheep.
Yeah.
Kill Whitey.
Yeah, kill Whitey. Oh, at the Rock the Vote concert.
Yeah.
But no, it was wild. This is also the same girl who that like I was listening to my like Spotify suggested music, and something like music came up, and it was like this instrumental math rock, and I was like, wow, this is really fun, and I really like it. I looked at the name of the band, and I was telling her about it. I was like, yeah, this is a band called Bisexual, and she goes, ha.
She's just looking for a reason to give with a guy.
Right? Yeah. And she's like looking for a reason for like me to be not straight.
Deep down, she just wanted a threesome with you.
It's possible. Having the conversations I had with her, it is that's possible.
Yeah.
But it was just such an odd experience of being like, no, you're not really straight. I'm like, no, I assure you that I am. Like, I just have depth of the type of person. I'm comfortable with who I am for the most part as a person.
Those of us who know you lean pretty heavily to one side of the Kinsey scale.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like we talk about the Kinsey scale. I think, what is it? 1 is completely straight and 6 is completely gay.
I don't remember. I can't have you as a spectrum.
Thank you. That's the
thing is I don't never think about it with numbers. It's kind of like looking like gauge in my brain.
Yeah. But it is a numbered thing. It's like 1. It's like 1 to 6, and it's not a 1 to 10. It's a 1 to 6. Like 3 being like straight down the middle, like purely bisexual or whatever, you know. And it's not. They do that to allow people to be able to process. Like not straight numbers. Some of them are gay numbers. To be able to process numbers because
purely numerical.
Numerical. So because some people view it that way. You're correct though. It's a spectrum. It's a gauge.
See, when I visualize it, it's shaped like a gauge.
Yeah.
You fall somewhere on it. Attracted to this one gender, attracted to that gender. You fall on the scale.
Yeah.
There's no numbers.
Yeah. Well, and the gender identity is the same way.
Yeah.
It's like it's a gauge. It's fluid.
Yeah.
It's all over the place. So
it's like an XY chart of gender attraction.
But like mine, like is firmly planted in like straight and cis. Well, excuse me. Mine might like lift off straight a little bit because I can go, that's an attractive man.
Yeah.
And I'm comfortable with doing that. But my girlfriend now pointed out that when I had told her this story, she was like, you know, I think it's probably that you're comfortable playing as women characters because you actually respect powerful women.
Yeah.
And
well, I think there also might be part of it that it's common you respect the power of women, but you're also sure enough of where you plant in it.
Yeah.
That it's not gonna fuck with you to debate it.
Yeah. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Well, and it doesn't bother me to be like, we're going to put a woman in a powerful position.
Yeah, but I'm also thinking, like, on the other half, like, if there's a romantic interest in the game, it's not going to fuck with you for you to start thinking, what if I am attracted to guys? That's not appropriate here.
Well, here's the thing, is that in games like Dragon Age, I do tend to romance women regardless of what gender I am.
That's fair.
Because I like women.
Yeah.
That's where that part comes through. It's just... I would think in like my own personal character identity, my own personal character's gender identity, I'm okay with that being fluid. But like my personal character's sexuality, like the only character that I've ever tried to seduce in a game, in one of those games that has a romance, that was not a woman, was Iron Bull.
Because
Iron Bull will sleep with anyone.
Yeah.
Like if you look at, there's actually a chart of who, like characters are able to be romanced, and like how you can romance them. Like there's a couple characters who, both men or women, like you could romance, but you have to be of a certain race.
Yeah.
There are some characters where it is only like they're straight and they only want people in their own race. Like Solus, you have to be a female elf in order to romance Solus. Iron Bull, all bets are off. Doesn't matter. Whatever race, whatever sexuality, whatever. Just
He's
go
just
for it.
in it for the ride.
Yeah, he is the only one. He is the only character that it does not matter what your race or gender or sexual preference is. Iron Bull is down for it. And so after I found that out, I was just like, this could be fun. We'll just roll with it.
See, in games like that, I tend not to necessarily go for, okay, I'm going to pay romance this person, go through this. I'm looking to see how many.
Yeah. See, that's the problem, is that after a certain point, you are committed to one.
I know. See, I was playing the Saints Row series, where Saints Row 4 is the only one you can romance other characters. Mm-hmm. And it's literally the entire romance chart for any of them is, hey, you wanna?
Yeah.
Which there is one where you go, like, you do the hey, you wanna thing. You go through this big, like, hey, I don't want to change things. And You're going to go back and forth about it for like 30 seconds. And you go, will you send my copy of your book?
There's but like what's weird is but it was just a weird thing that I like.
Yeah.
It was a weird like month that I went through of like,
I mean,
of like her being very, very convinced that I was not straight.
Yeah.
And like being like, oh, definitely straight.
I mean, I know people who claim that there is no like 0 or 6 on the Kinsey scale.
Well, it's 1, but yes.
Well, you know what I mean, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they like you said, you view it more as a gauge, but like for me, like I like the numerical value of it.
See, my brain also wants to go immediately to the visual image. That's part of it too.
Yeah. But
I just look at people and I see little gauges over their heads.
Yeah. And some days it's one way or the other.
Especially some of our friends.
Well, no, that actually less with sexuality, more with gender identity.
Yeah. I mean,
I would argue that.
Some of them fluctuate a little bit on all of them.
Yeah. But no, mine is firmly planted for the most part.
I mean, I gotta feel that if like, The Rock walks in the room, I'm gonna watch everyone's scale bump a little, but.
No.
No.
I'm gonna say no to that. Like,
I'm saying it because I'm blanking on Aquaman's name.
Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing: is I have like, they're like my brain is like, look at them and be like, they are both attractive men, but I want to be friends with both of them.
That's fair.
That's about where like that ends.
You want to go drinking?
Yeah, I want to go drink a Guinness and throw axes with Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
Like. And like, I want to go do a gym day and look like a complete pussy next to The Rock. Like, is that so much to ask? I want to drink beer with Jason Momoa and throw axes, and I want to work out with The Rock, even though I will look terrible next to him. But doesn't matter. Like, those are the things that I want to do with them. Is that weird?
I want to drink beer with Jason Momoa and go on a cheat day with The Rock.
Yeah, I don't want to do The Rock's cheat day. I feel like I would die.
But I would die happy.
Like, I thought about that for a second. It's like, you know what? No. It would be much more memorable to have The Rock put me through what, for me, would be a difficult workout.
Yeah.
Like, that to me, would be much more memorable than a cheat day.
That's fair.
Like, it's the thing, is like... This is also a thing that I've gotten on a lot of people's cases about, is it is possible to have close, intimate, straight male relationships.
Yeah.
And like, not everything is...
Platonic relationships are possible.
Much in the same way that it's possible for me to have a platonic relationship with a female friend.
Yeah.
And not be sexually involved in any fashion.
Yeah.
Like... Literally, I am so glad that Ashley is engaged and like bought a house and all that shit, because it immediately just like cleared off so much drama that I've had to deal with.
People were like, "Are you? Yeah, you guys should be."
Yeah, for 20 years.
And I look at that and say, "That's just a bad decision."
What, me and Ashley?
Yeah.
It would be a terrible decision.
I don't want to see Ashley in jail for murder.
But No, like it was never. That's the thing is, it's not on the table.
Yeah.
It's 20 years of friendship, but like I have had girls be like, no, you're too close. Like it's not okay. Like, all right, well then bye.
Then we're not going to be close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, bye. That which is okay to do for the record. If your significant other is not comfortable with any of your friends because they feel you might be attracted to them, it is okay.
I mean,
to tell your significant other to go kick rocks, unless you're actually attracted to them, and then you have to ask yourself many more questions. But that is beside the point. But in terms of like with me and Ashley, we're like literally this year is 20 years of being friends.
Is it?
I met when we were 11.
Yeah. I mean, because you and I are 14.
Yeah, I was 18 when we met. I'm turning 32.
Yeah.
Yeah. Known each other for 14 years. Known Ashley for 6 years longer than that, 6-7 years longer than that. No, that's right. We're turning 21 this year.
I say you guys think you seem older than
our birthday's turning. Our friendship's turning 21 this year.
Are you going drinking
it can
for
drink?
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In September, our friendship can drink.
Are you going drinking for it then?
Probably not.
See, I've got an 18 this year from a friend because I'm 18 years out of high school, basically. So
yeah.
Like the new junior college friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ashley and I have been friends since we were 11, so 20. We're turning 32.
Yeah.
Like in September was when we started going to school together, so that makes sense.
Which, being this far out of high school makes weird things because I have friends who are posting about their kids learning how to drive now.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm almost there.
Yeah.
Getting close. Mostly because some people had kids like immediately.
I mean, yeah. The one or two I knew who had kids before high school got over, I don't really stay Facebook friends with. But yeah.
But yeah, no, it is possible to have platonic relationships with either gender without being sexually attracted to that person.
I do have one friend whose stepson is out of high school now, but that's a different story.
Yeah. But yeah, it is possible to have platonic relationships with either gender or whatever gender in between.
Yep.
Any gender non-conforming, whatever. Mm-hmm. It is possible to be friends with people without wanting to fuck them.
It is possible to be friends with people without wanting to boink them.
Yes.
Regardless of where they stand on any spectrum.
Yes, exactly. However, I do see that at least today, in the circles that I'm in, it might not be a wide thing, but in the circles that I am in, the fetishization of two straight men being close and automatically means that they're sexually attracted to each other, I think is actually a bit of a poisonous, a toxic mindset, because it means that those people don't view close straight male relationships as viable for having without having some sort of sexual meaning behind it.
Yeah. I mean, there are a lot of various,
and it's a it's a bit of a side effect of dudes can't show emotion, kind of thing. And the second a dude shows emotion, it means that he's sexually attracted to somebody, which is not true. And I think that has moved its way into, especially the shipping community, pretty heavily.
Yeah.
Meaning that the second dudes show emotion for each other, they want to have sex.
And by shipping, we mean fanciful relationship shipping, not import-exported.
Correct.
Yes.
And I think that is actually it's a problem.
I wonder what life is like in that shipping community, like the import-exporter community.
But I think a great example of that is Turk and JD from Scrubs.
Yeah.
There's even a song about it called "Guy Love" that they sang in an episode, which is a beautiful thing to show. It's two dudes who clearly love each other.
Yeah. And
they are the closest anybody could ever be without being in an actual relationship. And that it's okay to be that way.
Yeah.
And I think that especially in the nerd community is not a thing that people comprehend.
Yeah, there's a couple different. I mean, there's different ones out there.
One pops to the top of my head immediately, which is Steve and Bucky.
Yeah.
That one actually really bothers me because it is clearly two dudes who love and care for each other. But like immediately any sort of intimacy that is of the we love each other but we're not sexually attracted to each other is written off as bunk by a lot of the nerd community.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, it's nice to see two dudes instead of being like macho and strong and like solitary loner as you know Batman. It's
Yeah.
Instead of seeing two dudes who are trying to be Batman all the time, like they clearly care for each other. And it's okay to have that and have them both be straight.
Yep.
And I think that's the one that actually bothers me the most.
Dean and Castiel from
Dean and Castiel, yeah.
Yeah.
From Supernatural. Yeah, that's one. But people all in that community also ship Sam and Dean.
Yes.
So Supernatural shippers automatically get thrown out the fucking window because
knows
they ship incest.
There's only one actual valid ship in that entire thing. Dean and Pie.
Dean and Pie. No, Dean in his car.
That's
Yeah. But yeah, there's that's another great example.
Yeah.
Like I get it. I do. I get it. And there should be more queer representation.
Yeah.
There absolutely should be.
The Harry Draco one.
Yeah. Harry and Draco one. And here's the thing. There absolutely should be more queer representation.
People can also be enemies without being attracted to each other.
What's that?
People can also be rivals without being attracted.
Yeah, yeah. But like it's okay, but like what I'm saying is there should be more queer representation and queer relationships on television and in movies and in literature and in pop culture.
But is shipping to be homosexual almost as bad as homosexual erasure?
It's not as bad as.
Yeah.
However, it is problematic.
It is a different end of a similar spectrum.
It is on the same spectrum. Yes.
Yeah.
But it is a different problem of
Yeah.
it. And it comes from the same root cause of there not being enough queer representation.
Yeah.
So people have to create it. However, in creating it, they take away other things that should be represented, like strong male relationships, where it shows that it's okay to be straight and have emotions with each other instead of being locked up and not allowed to show emotions at all.
Yeah.
Like they are not mutually exclusive. That's the thing. Like you can have. I'm not saying you can't have queer relationships.
Uh-huh.
You absolutely should. But you should also be able to show these straight relationships without automatically assuming that they're some sort of that they are queer in some fashion. And so I think it's a difficult balance to maintain, and that's understandable. But
I'm actually realizing Marvel actually has a pretty good representation of men with emotional recognition or an appropriate ability to display emotion.
Yeah,
and get into it.
Yeah, the Marvel has done a pretty good job with it. But with that,
yeah,
their queer representation has severely lacked, which is why anytime that dudes are like show love for each other,
yeah,
automatically the queer community jumps onto it as like, oh, they definitely are gay for each other. It's like, well, no, they're not.
I mean,
but because they are not getting the representation that they deserve, they are seeing what they want to see, I guess is the best way to put it.
That's kind of amongst DC's list of problems, too. But DC doesn't really have a representation either.
DC movies don't. DC television is killing it.
Yeah.
DC television is doing a real damn good job.
Okay.
Like Black Lightning, there are multiple main queer characters.
I was actually just thinking DC television is killing it and DC movies are not doing well. Kind of represents a lot of things there.
Yeah. Batwoman.
Yeah.
Openly gay main character.
Yep.
Like, DC television has done a really, really good job with it. DC movies, not so much. The Marvel movies need to work to be better and need to stop. Marvel needs to stop doing like little throwaway, like, see, there's a gay person there, but they're over there. Like, make them like the Eternals. Apparently, one of the main characters.
Yeah.
Is like openly gay.
They've been doing it on the same level Star Wars has.
Yeah, which is like, oh look, there was a kiss there in the latest one,
Yeah.
and that got cut for China.
Yeah.
But like, let's see here. People, we actually have people that are. Why, if people wanted more of it, it would be more profitable and lucrative. It is proper. Wow, we got people actually in the chat.
Ooh.
There are people who want it, and the demographic is usually just ignored. Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
Why, if people wanted more of it, it would be more profitable and lucrative. Yeah, people do want more of it. It is profitable and lucrative. But because it's not, it is profitable and lucrative in the niche markets that it's in.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not getting made, it can't be shown to be overall as more profitable and lucrative.
The better argument would be that it should be made, and that if it doesn't prove to be profitably lucrative, then you just know people don't want it.
Yeah.
Arguing it would be more profitable and lucrative for something that's never been made counteracts the idea.
Yeah. Yeah. If it's never been
If
made.
you're going to argue free market, it has to be made before you can argue it's not a good thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's a reason that the Medea movies are.
Ooh.
If it would raise their bottom line, they would be throwing capital out in droves. That is a stupid fucking argument. It hasn't even been tried. That is like, here's a great example.
Yeah.
The Medea movies are fucking garbage. We know they are. Tyler Perry's Medea.
Oh, yeah.
We know they're hot garbage. However, the African American community loves and supports them, and they make millions and millions and millions, billions of dollars, because overall, that demographic, that type of movie for that demographic, is severely severely underrepresented.
Yeah.
And by making those movies, they have found that that demographic is going in droves to make those movies. Yeah.
Steven Universe.
Yeah, Steven. I haven't watched Steven Universe. I've
Oh,
heard
it's
it's
good.
great. I've heard it's great.
Yeah.
Steven Universe is one of the most successful series of the last 10 years, and it is all about queer representation.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. If you're in here gonna talk shit about whoever this person is, they have their groups. They have different people in each group and see what is appealing. Yeah, no, dude. If you're in here saying that we shouldn't be making queer movies, adding queer people to movies, you can get out of our chat. You can go.
Yeah.
Like, they absolutely should be have higher representation of queer people. Like, that's just the way it is. You're not going to change our mind about it. They should be making more.
Yeah.
They absolutely should be. That's not a question.
Yeah. Anyway,
that's all I'm going to say about that.
we saw a movie about brothers.
Yeah, we saw a movie about brotherhood. Actually, you know what? No, one more thing.
Okay. It's not always going to say about it.
I'm going to, no.
Can you boot him? Oh, you
Yep.
can boot him from there.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Banned. Yeah, you can get the fuck out, dude. Yeah. I don't give a shit. You can get the fuck out of my chat.
Yeah. At least come back when you have some more money.
Yeah. We're going to clear the chat and stream there.
Oh, I mean, I left the other guy. I erased his, but
Yeah. No. Sorry. I'm not entirely sure how this setup works, but you can get the fuck out of my chat if you're going to come in here and say queer representation doesn't matter in movies because of the bottom line. Fuck you.
sorry, there's really been appropriate puns in there.
No. Also, this is my chat. I do what the fuck I want, so.
Anyway, you had a final thing to say.
No, not a fun thing to say.
I said final.
Final thing to say. Hi.
Did they just say hello?
Waves. One final thing to say.
Yes.
On that. Queer representation in movies matter. So does representation of strong male figures who are allowed to have emotional relationships with each other without being gay. Both of those things matter. They're not mutually exclusive. They should be in more films.
Representation of people who outside of the dominant white male and subservient female.
Yeah.
Outside of that spectrum matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We can move on.
We need more than Leave It to Beaver.
Yeah. Quick thing to touch on since the news came out yesterday.
Comic-Con is not comedy?
Emerald City Comic Con is no longer happening due to
Oh, it's
it's
delayed.
postponed.
Yes.
It's no longer happening next week
Yes.
due to fears of coronavirus outbreak. Completely understandable. I had a chat with my buddy over at Comic Con yesterday. He gave me a call.
We are not hosting Emerald City CoronaCon.
Yeah.
That's
They-
up north in a... Anyway.
There were more people that had canceled than were on the list online.
Yeah.
They could not keep up.
They basically hit a tipping point. And
Well, they hit a tipping point. They also there was a number of legal and insurance things that they had to go through before they could officially announce anything, which is why it took so long.
that makes sense.
Especially with it being a week out. So,
South by Southwest just canceled this week, too.
yeah, a lot of things are.
Yeah.
So what I would say is you can get full refund. You can get a full refund on everything. We didn't pay for anything, so whatever.
I can't get a full refund of nothing?
Yeah. Here you go.
All right.
Sweet.
Got a full paycheck, podcast paycheck out of that one.
Yeah. When our badges should be arriving by today, so they should have been mailed out like last week. They should be arriving by today.
Like, I wonder, did they delay mailing because they were on the gray area about...
Maybe. I don't think so. Some other people have been getting their badges, and in order to get refunds, you have to mail your badges back. So,
Okay.
but
Can you just keep your badge and use it for the postpone?
No.
Okay.
you have to get there'll be new ones. There's a bunch of information on the Emerald City Comic Con
so we have to go
website.
through another Wednesday ticket buy?
Priority for those who had badges.
Okay.
Yeah, they have said priority.
I'm guessing it'll be you can rebuy your original badge
Probably.
or...
Yeah,
Okay.
you can give you option to rebuy your original badge. But summer is what they've said.
Yep.
So keep an eye on their website, emeraldcitycomiccon.com. It's Emerald City Comic Con is one word. So COMICON.
ECC2020.com will redirect to their...
ECCC.
yeah, 20.
You always leave a C off.
Yeah, Emerald City's one word in my brain.
Yeah.
We'll redirect to their main page also.
Yeah.
I learned it because they're using it for their shortening for websites.
Yeah. But you can get your information there. I would also ask that you be patient with the people at ReadPop. They're literally fielding hundreds of thousands of emails. In the time that I talked to the 5 minutes I talked to my buddy yesterday, he got like 200 emails.
Yeah.
So, like, bear with them. They've had a rough couple weeks.
Yes. And they're going to continue for a week or two.
Yeah, and so be patient, be understanding,
Be corona free.
be corona free. Yeah, take care of yourself. I mean, I'm working from home until the 20th. That's like company mandated.
I'm not.
I know. But I mean, it's just the way it is the way of things.
Like, I realize that looking at that time, between now and the 20th, you have like half that time requested off anyway.
I know. That's what was really irritating. You know what? I'm still taking those days off though.
Yeah, so am
'Cause
I.
fuck it. Why not?
Yeah.
Like, they were transferred over from last year anyway, so.
You had to fight to keep them anyway, so you might as well use them.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, that's what I'd say.
Yeah.
ReadPop got put into a no-win situation.
Yes.
with the timing of it.
Death versus dollars.
Well, no, it's not that. It's there was
Yeah.
a possible outbreak. There was a possible outbreak. And then there was an outbreak.
Yep.
And then it just
Snowballed.
But like, and they're trying to play catch up while also trying to work with their contacts. They just
Yeah.
finished up C2E2. Like, they're busy, and they're trying to run a bunch of other stuff too. Yeah. Wash your damn hands and don't lick random stuff. Should be fine. That's great advice.
Yeah.
Wash your damn hands.
And stop buying face masks.
Stop buying face masks. Unless you are sick, don't buy a face mask. For the love of Christ.
And so Seattle had this run on toilet paper this week.
Why?
And I realized there's a far better option. Just buy a bidet.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about toilet TP shortages again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if we reach a point where your bidet doesn't work, your toilet paper is not as useful either.
Yeah, exactly. Bidets are more hygienic too, for the record.
Yeah.
But it's just Americans think they're weird.
Yeah, Americans think a lot of things are weird.
It's true. But yeah, wash your fucking hands, man.
Yeah. Thing I've learned from customers though about bidets, they do have little heater options for the water.
Yeah.
Get it.
Yeah. It's worth it. The cold water up the up the coocher, up the pooter is not great.
Apparently not.
Yeah. Imagine if it hit you right on the back of the ball sack.
Think about if you just got up in the first thing in the morning, had to go poo, just sit down there.
Finish. Okay, cool. Turn it on. Cold water.
Good morning.
Okay. That being said, anyway, we went and saw Onward.
Yes.
What'd you think?
I really enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it.
It makes me want to speak like this all the time.
I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I won't say I really enjoyed it. It had a lot of really enjoyable stuff from the perspective of like, what if D&D had grown to a modern age?
Yeah.
Like, which is really fun to kind of look at. I think in terms of the structure, I think the end of the first act, beginning of the second act is slow.
That's fair.
It's just slow.
Yeah.
It is. And it was tough for me to, like, I was tired yesterday and it was tough for me.
Okay.
But like the third act is fantastic.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the thing is I kind of wish that the movie would have been like, I wish the second act had more of the third act. I guess.
That's fair. I mean,
Like the energy.
I'm really entertained by like the scene where these creatures ended up at.
Oh yeah, no, totally.
Like it's in the trailer. The unicorn wreck like garbage diggers.
Yeah, the unicorns have basically become raccoons.
Yeah.
Trash
corns.
Yeah, trash corns. Yeah, unicorns have basically become raccoons. There's a lot of stuff that they show you in the trailer that's not in the movie.
Yeah.
Like the garden gnomes, like being like lawn care people.
Yeah.
But like what it does do is it does give you an idea of like, you know, with it does it is a great family movie.
It is.
It is a great family dynamic, and I think the way that it hits the final notes of the story, like before it gets to like the epilogue kind of thing.
Yeah.
Of this is what happened after kind of thing. I think the final notes of that are beautifully done. I think it was really well done, and I think it took it in a direction that I was not expecting, and I appreciated that.
I mean, the epilogue has a callback I really like though. The narrator voice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good callback.
No, like I said, there's a lot of things in it that I think work really, really well. I just thought the second act was slow, and it was noticeably slow for me.
I mean, it's not Pixar's best movie. It's also not Cars 2.
Yeah. No, it's not.
Or what was it? Planes?
Planes.
The one no one talks about.
Yeah. Just pretend it doesn't happen.
Okay.
But it's the thing that I did really enjoy about it was every decision that they made felt like a D&D decision.
Yeah.
And I really appreciated that. I appreciated that it felt like somebody rolled a dice kind of thing.
Yeah. It's like almost like they knew their source material.
Yeah. And when it gets to the point where there's like the little D&D type game out on the table, I could feel my girlfriend staring in holes in the side of my head. At one point, I literally looked at her and was like, "Stop looking at me. Watch the movie, not me."
I mean, you got the older brother who's really into D&D and wears a leather vest with a bunch of nerdy patches on it.
Denim vest.
Denim vest with a bunch of nerdy patches on it.
Mm-hmm.
Do we need to buy you a van?
No. I would never have an airbrushed van.
I would.
No, never.
I would be happy to make those poor life choices.
I know. I did enjoy though, like the types of patches that he had, like the spell circle with the D20.
Yeah.
And like it's clearly made by people who play D&D.
Yeah.
Like who have played D&D. And I think that it is more successful because of that.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of symbolic things that happen that are D&D type things that would happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a moment with a splinter
Yeah.
that is like, fuck, man, that's a shit. Everything's about to go badly. We need to. Will this work? I don't know. Roll an intelligence check. Natural 20 kind of thing. Like it's all one of those. It's all that type of stuff. You know.
Oh, there's also. I mean, there's heavy symbolism in that splinter when you get into it too, and where it came from. I'm like, yeah.
Oh yeah. No, there's tons.
Yeah.
And that's what I liked.
Yep.
There are moments like that where I really, really enjoyed I really enjoyed the symbolism. I really enjoyed the message that it brought forward. Like I said, I enjoyed that the third act went a direction I was not expecting it to go.
Yeah.
Like, I was expecting an outcome. I was wrong.
Yep.
And it was great. And I really thought that was the correct thing to do.
It was. I really entertained, but throughout the entire thing is every time a new character is introduced, it's entertaining.
Yeah.
Everything from random side characters to your big boss, bad boss. I mean,
oh god, the big bad boss, like,
it's such a fantastical little moment.
There's such a great moment when, like, oh, it's so good. And that's the thing is, like, all of those moments work really well.
Mm-hmm.
All of the high fantasy moments work really well.
You just felt the story dragged some.
The story dragged some a little bit in the middle, and like the beginning was strong, the middle drug, and the end was strong.
Yeah,
that's how I felt. I did appreciate that they delivered upon a bunch of stuff that was like. They delivered upon they made there's a bunch of jokes and things that are referenced early on in the movie that are delivered upon as the movie moves forward.
Yeah.
Like the cube. And it's weird. It's because it's like, it's so odd to see it and realize that, like, Bright was trying to do this.
Yeah.
And failed so spectacularly.
Oof. Yeah.
Whereas this succeeds. It does. It like, overall, I really enjoyed it. I will probably watch it again.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
I do. Yeah. The two main characters are so well cast too.
Tom Holland and Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Well, and like Chris Pratt, like playing a big, loud, boisterous, kind of like an epic metal version of Andy Dwyer. Yeah. That's kind of the feeling that I got from him. I got less Star-Lord, more Andy Dwyer.
Yeah, he reminded me a little bit of, just because of the obvious correlations. There was the Jack Black video game a few years back.
Oh, yeah.
You know which one I mean. We both played it.
Yes.
And I'm blanking on the name right now.
I am spacing as well, too. A Brutal Legend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of the Brutal Legend character a little bit, just because similar context.
Yeah, and he's just like, yeah, like all the time.
Yeah, a little more fantasy than metal, but similar idea.
Yeah. And Tom Holland's character is
as the kind of nerdy, poorly social high school kid.
Yeah. Yeah, he wants so badly to be liked, but doesn't know how to go about doing it.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I think they did a really good job with it.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed, like you said, I enjoyed seeing the fantasy setting and like the fact that that pixies became bikers.
Yeah.
They have wings, but they don't fly.
Yep.
Like they stopped flying. There's no reason for them to fly anymore.
Or the police centaur obviously drives what's a Bronco.
Yeah. But he drives a car.
Yeah.
Like in the first place.
Yep.
Like,
I'm still trying to figure out how his seat works, but
yeah.
There's some logistics questions throughout that movie with relationships also that get weird when you think about it.
Yeah. Yes. Like a horse. But hey, you know what? Good for her.
I mean, like you see a former adventurer who's settled into, a quiet life.
Yeah. Quiet.
Like also you see like the tavern is now basically medieval times.
Yeah. Well, it's like it actually felt more like Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, medieval Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah. Like fantasy Chuck E. Cheese.
Sir Chuck E. Cheese.
Sir Charles of Cheese.
Yes.
But no, there are things in it. What's funny to me is like it's in the trailer. There's a Manicore.
Yeah.
Like
It's in some of the marketing ads. Like,
yeah.
It's in some of the ads that are like we're selling something else ads.
Yeah. So traditionally, manticores are evil creatures that you destroy.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of interesting to have one be the
One of the main like side heroes.
side heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was like the original quest giver type thing. You know, the yellow exclamation point was above her head kind of thing. Yeah, it very much is in a world of if D&D got access to our
If D&D had science,
if D&D got science,
which was easier than magic.
yeah, which it kind of does with Eberron, and but
that's
Eberron kind of stopped at like steam and diesel.
and a lot of that is still like
Arcane means
arcane power behind it.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah. But
like they have arcane powered airships.
yeah, I was thinking it's probably closer to Shadowrun than D&D.
Yeah.
But yes, and in some fashion,
Yeah.
Shadowrun's more sci-fi than fantasy, but
It's basically the mechanical application of magic.
yeah, yes. But the way that it's set up in this is that there is no magic anymore
It's just faded because actual science came in.
because they instead of having to learn how to do magic to light a fire, you could just turn on a light bulb.
Yeah.
Like why would you need magic anymore when you could just flip on the switch?
Yep.
Kind of thing. Which makes it. I really like that as a way for magic to have gone away.
Yeah.
And like the board game isn't like some high fantasy like weird thing that never happened. No, it's a historical game
That no one takes seriously.
that no one takes seriously anymore. Like
I mean,
all
actually,
of these things, it is very clear that all of these things are things that happened.
usually when you see like the world had magic, the magic was banished to protect the world from this great evil.
Yeah, and this one people just forgot about it because they stopped using it.
Yeah.
Like
Use it or lose it.
yeah, the
There are implications though, like the Manicore and character's father, that there are still people like on these adventures, like in the side of this world, basically.
yeah. The people like shadow organization type stuff. Yeah.
Which raises like fascinating implications.
Yeah. I really enjoyed that their dog is a type of like pseudo dragon.
Yeah.
Like like bad dragon. It's like spitting fire.
Go
at
back
her.
to your lair.
Yeah. It's like spitting
Well,
fire.
that's what
at
the
her.
water bottle would make even more entertaining.
Yeah, it's pretty great. And how it reacted very much like a dog would react.
Yeah.
But like it also goes to show it's like that's what dragons are now. They're domesticated,
Yeah.
It's like wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just that's where we're at now.
Unicorns just start eating the trash.
Yeah. And they're just filthy creatures. They're not majestic at all. Which I think is just fantastic.
Yeah.
Uh
They are the pugs.
yeah.
Like, how far from wolf can you get?
Yeah, just discovered them in the cave and just
Yeah.
so I enjoyed it a lot.
Yep.
But
You felt it drug a little in the middle.
I felt it drug a little in the middle. That's you know what? Here's the thing, is I had stayed up until 12:30 watching Critical Role because
Things happened.
it was a long night for the Mighty Nine
And emotional.
and brutal.
Brutal.
And then even though I worked from home, I get up at the same time to go to work. I just, took my time putting on pajama pants to walk to my office
Across the hall.
across the hallway.
Well, I guess they're technically down the hall. You
Yeah.
got a good 20 feet.
I made coffee.
Which meant going upstairs.
It meant going upstairs. I got something to eat.
That was probably going upstairs.
Yep. I still technically was to work early. I actually sat down at like 5 till 7. Because normally I start between 7 and 7:30.
Yeah.
I sat down at 5 till 7.
Yep.
And after a somewhat restless night of sleep after staying up late. So last night when I got to the theater, like I got hit with how tired I was.
Now, I think you would sit down and watch Bright during the day. This movie would have looked fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and here's the thing: is that if I were fully awake,
That too.
it might not have felt like.
Because the middle is definitely a little bit quiet in the beginning and end, but I don't know. To me, it didn't feel like I wasn't feeling bored in it, which I do with some of the movies that drag.
Yeah, I didn't feel bored. I just felt that it took a little bit long to get from point A to point B.
I mean, it was kind of like a D&D command. It kind of meandered a little and took the path of peril.
Yeah. So maybe I don't know if I'll go into the theater and see it again, but
Netflix.
it'll be Disney Plus.
Oh, well, yeah.
I'll probably watch
streaming services.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it again, like when it comes out on streaming.
Yeah.
And just kind of enjoy.
Yeah.
I think I'll probably enjoy it more when I'm not
Half asleep. Yeah.
like tired. Yeah. So I would say that's probably true. Hey, guess what?
We're at time and done for the week?
Pretty close.
Okay.
We overall I enjoyed it. It's fun. If you like D&D, you'll really enjoy
See,
it.
we can't talk about what we're going to do at Comic-Con now. That's gonna, we can't.
Yeah, we can't do anything. We're not doing anything for Comic-Con. However, that does free us up to go see Bloodshot next week,
Who I'm actually looking forward to that.
which I expect will be awful.
Oh yeah,
I expect it is going to be terrible.
I'm expecting I'm going to a comic book movie of a character I actually really like. I'm gonna be horribly disappointed by both the quality of the movie and
the representation of the character.
and how much they don't know the character. This is what I expect.
So I'm gonna go. It's a comic book that I have read. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, I like Bloodshot.
Yeah, it's okay. But
Yeah, and this is gonna be like, yeah,
so it'll be fun.
because I'm.
So
I have low expectations.
yeah.
And I might still be disappointed.
I expected nothing, yet I was still disappointed.
Yep.
That all being said, like, again, if you were planning to go to Emerald City Comic Con next week,
Don't.
yeah, don't. It's not happening. You'll show up and there will be nothing there, and you'll be that weirdo dressed. You'll be that weirdo in cosplay.
I mean, depending on cosplay in downtown Seattle, they may not be that out of the.
Yeah, that's true. Just watch it. Somebody in like the full like giant armor transformer type cosplay.
Does that keep out coronavirus?
Yeah.
I was expecting more like I was thinking more like Fallout or some other postal.
Yeah. But yeah, just come dressed fully in power armor.
Full breathing apparatus.
Yeah. But no. Be patient with the con folks. Like they've had a rough fucking couple weeks, man.
Yep.
Be patient.
They were looking forward to it too.
They were looking forward to it. God, that was the most heartbreaking thing yesterday when I was talking with Mike. Was for the record, it was Mike Negan who runs Artist Alley and does the auction with me. He's a great dude and does. We've done a lot of really great work together over the last couple of years, and we were really looking forward to the auction this year. And yesterday he got the print for Monsters and Dames.
Yep.
As the rest of them as the rest of the books are starting to be delivered.
Yeah.
Were delivered to the convention center yesterday. Like that's the thing is they have an ops person on site. Some people have already sent stuff. Like,
yeah, I mean, fortunately, they have Seattle staff for this whole thing.
Yeah. Well, no, they don't. They sent somebody out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was sure they tell someone working here.
They sent somebody out.
Okay.
But so they're gonna get everything worked out. But fuck, he said he goes, I got my copy. I can't open the box, man. I can't do it. It just hurts.
Can't do it right now.
It's like, yeah, don't fucking blame you. So
I mean, it's like getting.
he said keep keep an eye out for the announcement. I don't know the date. They don't know the dates yet. They're working on it. Summer.
Yeah, because they got multiple venues to coordinate with, and
Yeah, there's a lot to go on.
Yeah.
So,
Crackle Fest rescheduled also.
yeah. So, yeah, just have to be patient with it. It'll happen, hopefully.
Which, listening to the Crackle Fest post, like, apparently the Hard Rock was, like, very open on, like, okay, let's reschedule it, keep it in line with Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like it's one of their biggest shows of the year.
Oh, yeah, Hard Rock loves it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, be patient. That's all I'm just saying. Be patient with the folks at Reed Pop.
Yep.
Like, they're doing their best.
Yeah.
Really. That said, we are at time.
We are.
Yep. All right, that's it for this week.
It is.
All right.
All right.
Bye, kids.
Bye, kids. And wash your goddamn hands.
Wash your fucking hands.